Hello everybody and welcome back once again. I'm NegPrimer. And we're going back into Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lords. We've been out for a couple days now. Jeez. I've kind of trailed off a bit on this, and there's a couple different reasons for that. The biggest of which is I've been fairly busy. I also haven't been good about uploading these or doing other stuff. But like I said, I've been busy. Yesterday I had a meeting. I don't know. I hung out with someone that is a good contact to have, and I've been doing a lot of those things. Oh, I got an achievement there too. So yeah, it's been a lot of weird goings on since I'm looking for a job, and hopefully it will all ultimately amount to something. So we are in a sub-level, which is interesting because this is a big domed area. I'm not quite sure what to expect down here. Oh, there's something back there. It looks like a scorpion or something. Well, let's go this way to start off with. A Lygrek. It's a weird looking alien.
More where that came from.
But yeah, I had to put off working on this, playing this, largely because of that. But I also, I don't hate this game or anything by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't like it as much as the first game. At any level. We've already seen it's quite a bit glitchier. One of the weirder things to me still to this day is that people say the writing is so much better in this one, and I just cannot see that. It's darker, and I wonder if that's maybe what people mean.
Just say the word.
It's actually a lot easier to do dark than it is to do almost anything else. Because dark, all you have to do is have a brooding character. My life sucks. Have people like Kreia that are just impossible to please. Hello.
More where that came from. Let me handle this.
So we might. I'm not gonna drop playing this game because I am still enjoying myself, though perhaps not as much as I could be. But what I might consider doing is doing, I talked about this in the past, but doing like a 1 day a week thing with it. Do this like 1 day, and then do something else on a different day. I haven't really figured out what that might be.
More where that came from.
I don't want to just do like a different BioWare or RPG every day of the week, because that is something I'd considered. I need to look into it, because I don't think... One option would be to redo Breath of the Wild, but I don't think that's actually an option, to do streaming of Breath of the Wild. I think that they
More where that came from.
they've made it clear that they don't want streams going of that.
More where that came from.
Nintendo's always been kind of a thing when it comes to monetizing things, I know, but I'm not sure if they are completely items received dead salvager. Be pretty funny if I can. Average frag mine. Dead salvager. Body of a dead salvager. The beasts have left very few remains. Tattered clothing is all that's left. So I'm carrying around their body on me, apparently. But yeah, if you catch this, let me know what kind of games you think I should play. Because I wouldn't mind at some point going through and playing Jade Empire, and the 10-year anniversary of Mass Effect's coming up, and I might actually power through that in kind of celebration. Oh.
More where that came from.
Oops. In celebration of the 10-year anniversary.
More where that came from.
Which is something I kind of did last year.
More where that came from.
But I ended up
More where that
losing
came from.
an entire section in the middle, and so I stopped.
Just say the word.
That's not exactly what I want to do. I don't want to get like 10, 12 hours into something and then stop playing it. I was actually I might actually try to convince some of my friends to, that we should all get together and play through it as a group. Let's go back out to the hall here and just take a look. Okay, well. Oh, there's a data pad right here. Storage room. Journal was found near a gnawed-clean skeleton of a salvager. Ugh. Last entry is of interest. I made it further into this enclave than any other salvager. I've discovered an untouched storage room. The computer in the power relay station should allow me to open the security door. Once I figure out how to sneak past the Ligrex that have made a nest there, I will leave Dantooine rich.
What's going on?
Well. Nope. What are you doing? Do not go running off through the mines. We most certainly do not want that.
Just say the word.
What we want is you to get rid of these mines. Or at least draw them out.
Just say the word. Take them down.
I tried like Insanity. Well, Insanity works pretty well on them. But yeah, maybe I could do some
I hear you.
first-person shooters or something that's a little bit less time-consuming on other days of the week. You coming out?
More where that came from. Just say the word. Everyone down.
If I level him up again, I can take a look and see if I can give him a,
Yeah. Let's go.
well, 2 weapons for starters, 2 swords.
More where that
Oh,
came
excuse
from.
me. I need to get better at using my knife.
I hear you.
View pending work logs. Head technician Durgar Chester investigating complaints of storage room door being stuck following a recent mishap with a defective flaming protocol droid. Assistant Tarn will be on hand to open the door for me if I get stuck inside. Prior work logs. Please verify that the main computer is active and then contact the head technician. Okay. Open the storage room door. Non-responsive. Local camera control. So that's inside the storage room. There's a skeleton in there. Powered relay station. Southwest common room. Southwest hall north. Southwest hall south. Droid bay southeast quadrant. There's a lot of droids in there. Overload terminal. So I can't open this from here, apparently. We'll come back to that. So long as we can remember. I mean, it's down here, it's the only ones that have markers, so hopefully that should help us keep track. Oh.
Time to take you down. More where that came from.
Oh, jeez, there's a lot of them down there. But yeah, so I've actually been playing a lot of like Mario and Rabbids, like XCOM style game. It's kind of interesting.
Take them down.
It's not just XCOM that's been simplified. It's actually quite
More where that came from.
unique. Oh, I don't want to call all of them over here. You guys are not as good in this one.
More where that came from.
I wish this all worked a bit differently in this one.
Everyone, down. More where that came from.
Okay, so now actually kill these
More
guys.
where that came from. Let's settle this.
Oh, why'd you both come over here? Uh, 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 uh. Need to limp away. Um. See, and they'll just stay dead. Except for some reason Atten isn't reviving. Atten should totally be reviving. Ah! And you are sucking awfully bad at this. I don't really understand why you all stopped hitting. I'm gonna put it in intelligence. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and keep doing dexterity, and hopefully you'll eventually be able to kill things. See, they won't follow me all over. Yeah, we got some melee shields. Strength. Stamina. Capacity. You know, that's what's interesting is I haven't really seen any of the like battle stimulants. You're not even shooting in the right direction, buddy. Yeah, that one damage is not gonna help.
Know where that came from?
No, and focus on this guy, please. I genuinely don't understand. Did I seriously quick save over here? Just every once in a while, I just kind of hit a wall where I can't. It seemingly has decided I've done enough damage to enemies, and it's just like, nope, we're not gonna do it anymore.
You asked for it. More where that came from.
Okay. Well, if I accidentally quick saved there. Let's try to get this one down too.
More where that came from.
You're missing so much. And when you do hit, you're only doing minuscule amounts of damage. Oh, that seems pretty effective. Okay, well,
What's going on?
geez, it revived you with no health. Guess we don't have much to do here but wait. For my... Oops. For my force to regenerate. So I can heal stuff up. Did I have a plate over there? The hell do I have a plate on this desk? I never eat at my computer. I actually have stopped that as a habit. Not that I have like a table to eat at, but I usually eat at my coffee table. Okay.
I hear you. Let's go.
Oh, what was this? Get rid of all this.
Time to take you down to size. More where that came from. Time to take you down to size.
Nope. Miss, miss, miss.
More where that came from. I hear you.
Okay, nope, 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 no. No, do not. I thought I just told you, do not.
Just say the word.
Especially you, who has 1 health. Should really not be running in there. The AI in this is so stupid. Stationary, ranged. Attack any enemies they see, but will stay within 10 meters of the character you are controlling. Stationary, ranged, aggressive, grenadier, stationary. Attack but don't move, do not switch. Attack any enemies in range but will not move during combat. No, why did that just switch back to aggressive?
I hear you.
Okay.
Let's
Need
go.
you all to stop No, what are you doing? God damn it,
Let's
idiots.
settle
Like,
it.
even messing with the AI. Force regeneration. Oh. Resilience. Minus many opponents. Plus opponents. Okay, fine. No, it's all good. I didn't want to switch off. There's so many issues in this game. Contention. I bet you that's good one-on-one.
More where that came from.
Plus many opponents. Wait, so what's the difference between that and resilience, contention, plus against Jedi? Oh, because it keeps switching the damn thing back to defaults. Ugh. It doesn't like having me switch between between lightsaber forms, apparently. There's a lot of broken stuff in here. Let's see, this computer panel. Fix it? My repair is low.
I hear you.
You had a repair, right? No, you did not have repair. You had repair. Okay, nothing is working on that one. Well, that's fun. Oh, hello. Disciple. What kind of disciple? Yeah, thanks for the bow. You must be a gentleman.
I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic. Although I'm certain my contemporaries would judge me more a historian than scientist.
Okay. And, what are you doing
Like you, I was looking for some trace of the Jedi. I had heard mention that one of the Jedi Masters had gone there, but I found no trace of them.
Gone where? That's not the only reason.
The other reason was the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. And once I arrived, I felt it was necessary to stay, to protect what was left.
You don't seem like you were doing that great of a job. What do you mean left?
Much had been taken from the Enclave, both by raiders and others. I wished to preserve what I could.
What others?
Many artifacts were taken from the Enclave, but these thefts, they had to have been done by someone who knew the Enclave well. I suspect the Jedi themselves took the holocrons and records, but I do not know why.
Holocrons, eh?
Someone has been taking holocrons from sites across the galaxy. It's almost as if someone does not want their knowledge used to find the Jedi. The situation on Dantooine is echoed in other places in the galaxy. Raiders, smugglers, all seek to plunder what remains of the Jedi, and even the Sith. More so than the Jedi themselves, I fear the loss of their history.
Why's that?
Much has been forgotten in recent wars, and I fear that greater trouble shall stem from that loss of knowledge in the future. The destruction of the Academy on Ossus near the Kron Drift in the Sith War, the teachings of Master Arca, the adventures of Jolee Bindo on the Rimward missions. All of these things are in danger of being lost forever. What else would you like to know?
What happened to the Jedi?
No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves as they have. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way, especially when the Republic is in need of them. I fear that there is something else at work, something that we cannot see. Then again, perhaps the Jedi are hiding simply because so many people hate them these days.
Could be. So this is kind of an interesting little bit about this game. As you can see, I only have 3 options. The first is basically continue this dialogue. Second one is drop this dialogue. The third one is drop this conversation entirely.
It is difficult sometimes for the Jedi to see such things, since much of it is rooted in human nature, and the Jedi are often removed from events of daily life, insulated. But the reason the Jedi Civil War was named such was because few in the galaxy can recognize the difference between the Sith and the Jedi. To them, they are both Jedi, with different philosophies.
No kidding. Yeah, the Jedi protected the galaxy for centuries. They seek peace through sacrifice.
Not always. Jedi often fall. They cause much harm on Onderon, for example, in the name of peace and protection. Uleg Keldroma and Exar Kun, the two Dark Lords during the Sith War many decades ago, were once Jedi Knights, as were Revan and Malak. It is perhaps more amazing that some still trust Jedi after many have fallen and endangered the galaxy. It is also proof that a single Force wielder can change the face of the galaxy. And that is a frightening thing indeed.
Do you hate the Jedi then?
Hate? No. I do not hate them. They only raise questions without answers. Jedi are not supposed to be like the rest of us. They are supposed to see a higher purpose in all things. And they are supposed to train students responsibly and well, so mistakes of the past are not repeated. Yet all I saw was ignorance and arrogance, and what those seeds created in the Republic. It is difficult to follow the Jedi Code when so few others have. But you know this.
What do you mean?
Many Jedi defied the Order during the Mandalorian Wars, and it paved the way for the Jedi Civil War.
Yeah, shouldn't you blame... Do you blame the Jedi who turned, or the Council?
There is no blame. All must accept. But, at its core, one must wonder if it was the failure of the Jedi teachings, or the teachers themselves. Many of the Jedi Council trained Exar Kun, Ulik, Revan, and Malak. How could they not see the danger they posed? And if they could not, perhaps there was some essential part of their teachings that was flawed. Something beyond the Jedi Code that they were missing.
Okay. Yeah, Revan and Malak received the same training that I did.
I am not certain you understand what happened with Revan. Do you wish me to explain?
Sure.
Revan was captured in the middle of the Jedi Civil War, due in no small
Yeah.
part to his apprentice Malak, who turned on him. Revan was brought before the Jedi Council and put on trial. You must understand that the situation was desperate, and the Jedi needed to know how Revan had amassed the forces arrayed against them. As I understand it, they were able to convince Revan to have a change of heart. Revan helped the Republic defeat Malak. Perhaps in his conversation with the Jedi Masters, they were able to convince him of the rightness of their actions.
Alright, yeah, who trained Revan? We never really did figure
Revan
that
had
out.
many masters. Zar, Dorak, Master K before K left for the wars. Towards the end of his training, he sought out many to learn techniques. It is said that he returned to his first master at the end of his training, in order to learn how he might best leave the Order.
Right.
What else?
Tell me about the Republic. This is kind of like a weird thing. Like, we're in the middle of an abandoned base, surrounded by all these alien creatures. Now's probably not the best time for like a full conversation. So let's ask him, why do you work for the Republic?
I'm trying to save the Republic. Dantooine and the Jedi Order are instrumental to that effort. Despite the troubles of the Jedi Civil War, there are those among the Republic who still favor the Jedi and wish them to return. And there are admirals within the fleet who recognize that the Jedi must be found if the Republic is to hold together. Yet as long as Onderon remains within the Republic, and the efforts on Telos succeed, that is all that matters.
Yeah. Why are Telos and Onderon so important?
The Republic is fragile right now. Telos is important because its success will determine whether or not the other dead worlds receive the same reconstruction efforts.
Can't
If
get that
Telos is
one.
rebuilt and made habitable again, it will affect a string of worlds along the rim.
And Onderon? Yeah, and Onderon? That's what we're really
Onderon,
curious about.
strangely enough, was unaffected by the Jedi Civil War. It's almost as if Revan didn't want to attack it. Its resources and position on the rim make it a vital supply line and guard post against outer rim attacks. Also, it's the only world in the Republic still capable of seeding ecosystems into other dead worlds. Onderon's wildlife is some of the most aggressive in the known galaxy. Merely placing some of those beasts on target worlds will guarantee their habitation for years to come.
Why is the Jedi Order
The Jedi
important?
are a symbol. As much damage as their reputation took during the Sith War and the Jedi Civil War, there are still many who they serve as an example. Plus, there have been times in the past where a single Jedi has been enough to change the face of a world, or a galaxy. I suppose I still believe that might be possible. Despite the betrayal of many of the Jedi against the Republic, I must concede that as figureheads, they do serve a vital role. What else would you like?
Tell me
I do
about
not
the
know if you are
Republic.
aware of how fragile the Republic is at the moment. Its influence is stretched thin, and it grows weaker with time.
What happened?
The Jedi Civil War brought much suffering to the galaxy, and the forces that Malak and Revan amassed against us seemed limitless. Many worlds were destroyed, trade routes disrupted, and the Republic fleet was almost decimated. It was almost the end. But at that last year, the year before Revan vanished, Revan's assault on the Republic stopped. No one knows why. But it was all that saved the Republic. The fleet the Sith had amassed was no more, and the remaining Sith turned on each other, destroying the Academy on Korriban. It did not matter. Revan had already won.
What do you mean?
The war was costly, and it shattered the Republic. In time, the Republic might recover, but if a threat strikes now, if certain key worlds are not held, then the Republic will collapse. What else would you like to know?
You look familiar to me.
I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen many people. Faces tend to blur together after a time. What else would you like to know?
That's all you got to say?
Before you go, I had a question for you. You came to Dantooine in search of Jedi. Why?
The Sith are awake and I need their help. The Sith are awake and I need the Jedi's help. Yeah.
If the Sith are rising in the galaxy again, then it is strange the Jedi would not be there to meet them, and that we have not seen more evidence of the Sith.
It's a pretty cool statue behind you. I want to check that out. Well, the Sith are out there. They've been hounding me since Paragus.
No, I believe you. I merely find such subtleties among the Sith to be strange. They have been known to practice deception, but in the histories, since the time of the Dark Lords Khoon and Keldroma, and Revan and Malak, such subtleties have been rare. In any case, it seems to me like our goals are compatible. If you would have me, I can apply my knowledge and skills to helping you find the answers you seek.
Look, we're already full up. We don't need anyone else. We travel light.
Ancient history. I like that there's 3 options and all of them are yes, come with us, just to different degrees. We need all the help we can get and he seems capable. I guess. I mean, he's down here. Bowder. Let's try out Disciple and see what it's interesting he doesn't have a name. Gained with Disciple and lost with Adam. Well,
ready.
Adam
Let's
can get over it.
I am listening.
Okay, so we can level him up now. Ooh, he only gets 1 XP. Ugh. Jesus. He's nothing. He only gets 1 point per level. What crap is that? Let's go ahead and let him heal hit points. So let's take a look at him real quick here for a second. I didn't actually pay attention to this. Does have pretty good dexterity. Yeah, treat injury is the only thing. I don't know. Let's try to get him to at least 2 skill points per level. Mastered fighting ranged weapons when in close combat. Oh. That's a thing we need to do? I'll give him a blaster rifle. Yeah, he got some weird stuff. Damage increases damage done with ranged weapons by +1. Oh boy. I might not end up using him much. There we go. Woohoo. Now I can put 2 points in per round. He can do heavy armor. Actually, I never switched to heavy armor myself. Flex is 10 and 3. 10 and 1. 9, 1, and +1 strength. Let's actually do that. Ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. A lot of this stuff isn't very great. Armed accuracy. Gel shape perception gloves. And then we want to give you a rifle of some sort.
Yeah?
Okay, well, I'm carrying new armor. We got a new guy with us that doesn't seem to be good at much of anything. He killed a bunch of people in here, apparently. Evidence they were killed by a lightsaber. Slow fade out. Oh, okay. Datapad, as cool as orders. Vrook has wandered into the Enclave alone. You'll take a full squad and capture him alive. Bring him to our nook in the Kinrath Caves to await transport to Nar Shaddaa. He'll fetch a fine bounty. So, assuming they actually... These guys were killed by a lightsaber, so Vrook was here. It's interesting, I thought this went all the way through, but apparently it doesn't. Actually, I do want to take a look real quick. Get in combat and then do this. Okay. That should be good. What I wouldn't give for a lightsaber, though. Hello. Good thing he waited for his friend to die before coming around the corner.
You have left me an opening! Ready.
How you doing? Nope, not even. No. You actually might be an even worse shot than that.
You have left me an opening! You have left me an opening! Defend yourself!
Well, he talks. We'll see. I don't know that I have much use
Something
for
you need of
him.
me? Yeah?
He can't really do much of anything. But between Bowder and me, we can do everything. So if I can get him so he's actually good at combat, because I am good at computer use, awareness, persuade, security, treat injury. So I need someone for repair and demolitions and maybe stealth. Which demolitions and repair. So stealth would be the logical thing for him. If that even matters. Lots of robots. Oh, these are new. Okay. Work logs. I can't believe Zerka Corp released a new protocol droid with so many flaws. Batch we ordered last month are all fried out. Zerka rep said the droid was designed for temperature-controlled environments such as starships, but I don't buy it. Real problem with that Sith cursed power cell of the new model runs too hot, and worse, the output modulator was installed right next to the cell, and is the first thing to get melted into slag when the cell overheats. Needless to say, without a functioning output modulator, you could jostle the droid and it would pop like fireworks. Okay. Prior work logs, not responsive. Whole lot of nothing. Oops. Well,
Yes, General? Let me see what... No, you're still something...
I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. It's like at a point now where I'm kind of remembering, and I feel like you actually don't get a lightsaber until almost the end of the game. Even though you should totally start with one because you're a Jedi.
This battle is joint. Together, then.
Looks like Bowder was holding himself like he was injured. So let's get him to come to us. Okay, Bowder, you just gonna stand there? Damn, I just wanted to get one of them. Another salvager corpse here. Found a will. Will states all his possessions are to be left to the other dead salvager. No doubt be interested in getting her hands on the bodies and the will. Can tamper with it so that all the salvager's possessions go to you. No, come on. It is badly misspelled and indicates that if he dies, his possessions to go to the other salvager. Okay, yeah.
I am listening.
Let's go.
You're worthless, disciple. Can't tell how you're doing in combat though. We haven't been getting stumped. Wait, what happened there? Bowder, get out of the way. Get away from the door. Jeez. Trying to get through here.
Something you need of me? Something you need of me? This won't take long.
Send them all back to aggressive. I think that might be why Bowder is chilling back instead of rushing in. I'm hitting. I can't tell if he is really. Seems to.
Is someone out there? Anybody? Help! Leg wrecks are everywhere! Help me! I'm trapped in here!
Are you Joran?
Yes, yes I am. I locked the door in here. I thought I was gonna be leg wreck compost. Did you take care of him, stranger?
There are still some around.
Please, take care of them. I can't stand much more of this. If you do manage to clear a path, please come back.
Okay, well, I guess let's come back here. After we've cleared the place out.
Defend yourself!
Okay. It's a little, almost a Jedi Council type room. We got this as well.
I am listening.
And there's some.
Let's go.
There's at least one on the other side of this. I don't know if there's any like hiding around this corner.
Together then! Everyone, on the guard!
I want to keep trying to take them one at a time though, as much as possible. It's another locked door. Hi. How you doing? I think on my character I need to get my wisdom up. None of my powers are really doing that much good. Ah, there's another one. Hiding behind this pillar in here.
Together then!
But then I think we'll have this entire area cleared out. There's still a room or two we need to go back to and see if we can... Hello. That worked out pretty well. Oh! Hello.
My Legrex! You've killed them! They're my pets!
Who are you? Are you the thief Sulu is complaining about?
I'm not a thief! People give to the Jedi in exchange for service. They were just giving.
No, your pets are killing people.
They only attack the bad people. The salvagers, the thieves. This place is for Jedi. They aren't Jedi, they have to leave.
I sense you have a connection to the Force.
I'm a Padawan, and one day
You have a
one
very
day I will learn
whiny
enough
voice,
to be a
too.
Jedi.
How did a Padawan wind up here?
I was studying here when Darth Malak and the Sith came. I was outside the Enclave when my master left me at the Mandalay estate. Shen protected me. But the Sith came asking questions. All the Mandalays died. But I hid. Even when the estate was burning, I hid. So I hide. I'm hiding until my master returns.
I was a Jedi once as well. I like that your options are, these are difficult times, I was a Jedi once as well, and then I was once a Jedi as well, and hopefully will be again. It's basically the same thing, just in reverse order.
You were? I had no idea. You aren't anymore? Are there any Jedi left?
They're Jedi around, they're just in hiding.
They are like me. I thought it was alone. Are there any masters?
There's no one left to teach.
But what should I do? I just don't know what I should do.
Get a life? Forge your own path, free of rules.
There was just no one else to talk to. It's been so hard. But just knowing I'm not alone. There are others like me. It may be enough.
Yeah, about the stealing.
I know that was wrong. I'll stop. I was just trying to get enough credits to eat. But I'll think of something else. Something that doesn't hurt anyone.
Jedi could use any artifacts you found.
I found some things. I don't know how to use them. Here, you can have them. I had a holocron, but it said terrible things. I threw it far away.
What did it say?
It told me the Jedi were no more, that I needed to survive and do anything to protect my home.
Listen to your master's lessons, not the holocron.
The holocron was more forceful the longer I learned. It frightened me.
Yeah, it's because it's Sith holocron, lady. Where is the holocron?
I threw it into the ruins. I went back to find it, but the salvager stole it. It was my only teacher. I don't know. I'll try. So much has gone wrong. Should I feel bad that I feel better? But I still need to find a master. The lessons I learned, I think I need to unlearn them.
Alright.
And also with you. Thank you.
Lady. Hey, I got a lightsaber emitter fixture. What do you gotta say about that, Bowder?
Yes, General. Let me see what you... No, you're still missing a lens. Something...
Alright, be a dick. There's Jack all in there, too. Well, let's see. Okay, well I need to hit up this room down here again, see if I can't get in. And then I can let this guy know that the way is clear. So basically need to make another big loop around this place. But this time there's no enemies to fight, or disciple to convince. But I might as well, as I'm going through, look and make sure there are no terminals for me to activate. But I think we got everything we needed from here. I'll have to figure out where I can get a lens. Because I want a lightsaber. This game makes you work really hard to get a lightsaber. Which is interesting, because they'd start sending Sith after you in the first game, and you can just steal lightsabers from anyone you come across, or any of the Sith. Non-responsive. I want to try something.
I am ready.
Solo mode turned on. Okay, I can overload it on a timer.
Yeah?
Maybe what I need to do is overload all these terminals. Maybe... Aha! That let me in. Head technician. Work pet of Durgar Chester, late head technician. Couple weeks and no one has come for me. I can only assume the Enclave is destroyed, and now I'm buried alive. Tried using equipment to get the door open. Nothing works, and I'm running out of food. Oh, that sucks. Dun, dun. Rather than all of these little crates, I kind of do wish... Hey, there's a stimulant. I was beginning to think they didn't exist in this game. Pure Kunda lens. I have a lens, Bowder.
Yes, let me see. No, something.
Just got a lens. Called it literally a lens. I crafted one earlier. Okay, now I have to go to the complete opposite side of this space and let that guy know that he is safe to leave. Which now we're just at a walking game. So, yeah. Don't got much to say right now. Like I said, if you can think of a game that might be worth me playing, I should try to figure out. I should try to schedule my life a little bit more. I need to fall into more of a regiment.
Is that you?
All the Legrecs are dead.
You must be fierce with a blaster then.
Oh,
Give me a moment. I sort of jammed the door a bit. Just
with
don't
a sword.
leave.
Hello,
Thanks for
Timer.
saving me. I thought those Legrecs had me for sure.
What were you doing down here?
It's all Tapelay's fault. She said the entryway to the sublevel was safe enough. This area has hardly been explored. We barely got in here. And then everybody started going left and right, grabbing anything they could. It was every man for himself, and nobody was watching for Legrecs. Then before you know it, we were under attack by those beasts. So salvagers were running every which way. Then they left me to die.
Yeah, why were you down here?
All the easy pickings have been picked. Now everything that's worth more than a glass of Chuma juice is long gone. So this level is about the only place that's left. And as you might have noticed, it's very dangerous down here. Almost nobody's managed to get anything from down here. Not that it matters.
Almost nobody. Who's the almost?
There was a group that managed to get in and got one of the biggest hauls ever. Tapele said we could do that too, but they were a damn sight more organized than we were. And they've caused more problems dead than they ever did alive.
How did they die?
They were the first to really get anything from this damn level. They were so confident they went right back in. A bunch of us salvagers waited by the entrance. Only 2 of the 4 came back, and 1 died right away from his wounds. The other man was gonna be rich, but then he picked a fight with Garavik. It wasn't much of a fight, and there was no one left. And that's the whole problem.
Well, how did dead cause problems?
Well, since every last one of them is dead, their find is sitting in the militia's headquarters. That's one of the biggest claims ever, and they won't give it to nobody. So people keep saying that they were owed by the dead salvagers, or that they're related. But Zeron isn't an idiot. The only thing he's gonna believe is a will. And after some try to pass less than authentic ones off on him, now he'll only take a will and their personal effects.
Yeah, Darlie had me, she had me looking for their bodies to lay them to rest.
She was playing you for a fool. No doubt she'd like to find those bodies. That, plus a conveniently worded will, and she'd make a pile of credits.
Well, her deceit won't gain her anything.
Probably not since you know the truth. Unless you're willing to make a fake will, though, the truth won't help. You look like the type of moron that'll just turn it into Zeron. That may be the right thing to do, but it don't make it the smart thing.
Did you find anything down here?
No, I didn't get anything. Now I'd just like to leave.
I saved your life. I figure that's worth some honesty.
Guess you're right. I grabbed a couple of things in the room we were in. I didn't want to tell you because you might make a claim for it. I need the credits.
I could pay you for what you found.
No, I hadn't thought of that. We could arrange something like that. That would work. I managed to grab 3 things. One's some sort of crystal, and the other looks like parts. For a lightsaber, maybe, I don't know. If you give me 1,300 credits, you can have it all. Now, that'll be enough for me to get off this rock. No returns on this. You're stuck with what you buy.
Well, let me see it.
Well, it doesn't work that way. Maybe it's worth a lot more than 1,300 credits and you make off real good. Maybe it's a lot less and I make off real good. You can buy it from me here or at the salvager camp. I'll hold on to it for you. I owe you that much at least. Just don't take too long.
All right.
A pleasure doing business with you. Now I can finally get passage back home. I hope that junk is worth it to you, I really do. I'm going to the salvager camp. It'll take some time to get things in order. Come visit if you like, but if you don't like what you bought, it isn't my problem.
Well, we'll see. Edgar lens, disrupting emitter, and a red crystal. See, I got another lens.
Yes. Let me see what... No, you're still missing a lens. Something...
I think it's supposed to be a lens fixture or something. Not just a lens. That's okay, so that's a couple different lightsaber parts. I think maybe that was worthwhile. I do wish... I do wish that this would... Seriously. I do wish there was a better way to clear off new items. I wish it would let you still organize by new items like we had in the last game. So we didn't find the Jedi... Oh, hello. We didn't find a Jedi Master. Who are you guys?
Braved the perils of the sublevel, yes. Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates.
You were the jerk
For
back at the
now,
Jedi,
not
the
only
city.
do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death can be quite painless.
I don't suppose you'd like to negotiate a peaceful resolution.
Negotiations are not possible. A deal has been made with anxious people. People you do not cross. And now, Jedi, we shall fight.
Let's get it. It's over.
Jarvik. Well, bet you wish you had been peaceful now, sucker. Power implant. +2 strength, that could help. Yeah, so we didn't find any Jedi, but we did get a hint. Lost in the Shadows. Found a data pad, contains Asgul to capture Vrook alive and bring him to the caves. Found the bodies, and one of them has a data pad that looks like a will. Found the thief, and I convinced her to stop stealing. I still need a lens fixture. That's the rundown on what all I accomplished there. So there's a bunch more people here. I think there were only 3 people here when we came in before. Including
Jaren
you.
says you saved him down there. Next time you should ask for a reward.
Ah, the traveler has returned. I hope the Dantooine is providing suitable distraction and entertainment for you. So, what should we talk about?
Nothing.
I feel much better now, thanks to you. I don't think I thanked you properly down there. I was pretty shaken. I really hope the Jedi salvage you bought was worth it. I meant what I said about no returns, though. I need the money to go home. But it's nice to see you again, regardless.
What were you doing down
It was all
there?
Tapelay's fault. Oh, they like tunnels, and we never saw much of them except on...
Okay.
What? Who is that? You go down into the sub-levels yet? Or did you suddenly develop some sense?
Yeah, I went down there. Talk to you about the salvagers.
Have any luck getting to their bodies? I figure there's about no chance you'll succeed, but the reward is still open.
Yeah, I was told the real reason you're looking for them.
I should flay him alive for helping an outsider. I figured it was worth a try. Those salvages are worth more dead than they ever were alive.
Yeah. Your compassion is touching.
I look after myself. It's the only way you can get by in this galaxy. Now get out of my sight.
Oh, I don't know. We got a group of people here that would disagree. Okay, well, we took care of the thief. Who was it that wanted the thief? Someone back in the city, I think. Let's see if what the Mandalorians have to say for themselves. Or if not the Mandalorians, then these guys.
I don't suppose you're here to hire us.
Nope, you don't have anything to say. So let's go down here. In those caves, the caves that we've already cleared out, somehow, Master Vrook is supposed to be in there. This guy had wanted something from us, but I believe it was the thing that we already gave away. Crystal Cave. So Vrook should be somewhere in here. Who knows where? There's this guy still, just chilling out.
Yatuka.
What do you know about the other mercenary? Huh? Why do they keep you out of the loop? Okay. Thought you might have something important to say, but no. Mercenary encampment. Wonder if that's gonna be where Vrook is. But I don't know, because I've already cleared out this whole place. So hopefully... I guess let's check that. Hello. Oh, yep, there's people in here. Hey! Vrook's in a force field. Yep.
Halt, settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? You should leave.
Why are you holding Master Vrook prisoner?
He's a Jedi Master? Well, the bounty's gonna be that much sweeter then. Nar Shaddaa is paying extremely well for Jedi, especially if they're alive. I'm gonna say this nice and simple for your little calf-hurting head. Unless you want to wind up dead, leave now.
No. Yeah, I can't let you take Vrook to Nar Shaddaa.
I warned you, but I'm glad you didn't listen. Attack, men!
That's sexist. Don't you want the women to attack too? Damn it. Oh, there's two more. I didn't see that. I thought there was only one more. Let's level up so he doesn't die.
Everyone, on the guard! Together then!
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences. What? You're expecting thanks? Kunda is in danger.
Would have been nice.
And you've ruined the best chance of averting a full-scale conflict.
Best chance of averting a... What? What are you talking about?
Right now, Dantooine is at a critical moment. If Kunda falls, then the Republic may lose control of this system. Still, I'm surprised you were able to get this far. Although you do have your Jedi training to fall back on. Every action has consequences, no matter how small or insignificant they seem. And even the smallest choice has the potential for harm. The Mandalorian Wars was proof of this. Intentions mean nothing if a greater tragedy is caused.
Okay, what do we do now then?
I need to get to Kunda and warn them. They could be attacked at any moment.
What did you learn?
The mercenaries have allied themselves with the Exchange and are planning to attack Kunda. They've been holding off for the right moment. And now, since they lost their captive Jedi, they'll attack immediately. I'm going to try to reach Administrator Adari. Time is of the essence.
Okay. Just like that, huh? Mercenary orders. Okay. It's weird, I could have sworn I went through this before and cleared everything out. But now there's stuff here. Okay, well, let's get out of here. If they're gonna attack the settlement.
You are the Jedi I've heard reports of, and I am Azkul, leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine.
Hi. What do you want?
Straight to the point. I like that. I will be equally direct. I am planning to take Kunda, and you're going to help me.
Yeah, why would I do that?
According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia, and I'm committed to taking Kunda. It is inevitable that I will succeed. If you wish to avoid my men eradicating the people of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda. Of course, I will pay well for your services.
Yeah, not interested,
You'd
buddy.
better reconsider. I can't have a Jedi interfering with my plans. There is a considerable bounty on your kind that I will collect on unless you're working for me.
Nope, I'm not gonna do that.
Men, I trust you can handle this Jedi.
Oh, someone's gonna run away like a little chicken. Cheep, 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 cheep. Look at that. Oh, hello.
Together then.
Bet you weren't counting on my weird teleportation powers. Miss, miss, miss.
I am listening.
You can just keep on missing. Well, they're tougher than they look. Oh good, we have to go through this again. Come on, let me control. Do I attack? No, don't attack the guy who's disabled right now. No, come on! Jeez, game! It's insufferable sometimes. What? How did... What just happened? Apparently I'm not the only one with weird teleportation powers.
Together then.
Always. Right.
Okay. Cool story, bro. It was even better the second time around. And then after I'm done here tonight, so part of what's going on with me is I'm committing to exercising more and everything. And so once I'm done streaming here, I am going to go do some exercises. Try to get my ass into shape. And then come back, and hopefully tomorrow I'll hear back from these recruiters. One of these recruiters at least. And I won't be out of work forever. That'd be good. Oh, damn it, I forgot to save.
You don't. It is of. You bet. Men, I trust you can handle this Jedi.
Okay. Okay, so you... gonna have you do... throw a plasma grenade at him and at him.
I am listening.
And then we'll run in. Or Bowder will run in right away regardless.
This battle is joined.
As long as we can kind of like stun lock them here. Not have a swarm of them attacking me all at once. That seems to be the big thing right now. I really wish you all wouldn't stand in the middle of the body so I could more easily check. Frustrations. Let's see, this guy's still up here.
I don't suppose you... I don't suppose... There was...
Oops, damn it.
I don't suppose... That's great news. I was afraid.
So we found what was inside of them, and then he says, how do we do this then? Why is there surveillance equipment?
You were picking up off-world transmissions between the mercenaries and someone, we don't know who. We know that the mercs are up to something, we just don't know what. We set those atmospheric sensors up to gather information. Now you know why we need those sensors. I'll pay you 5,000 credits for all 3 of them. That's about all we can afford. You make money and help us out at the same time. What do you say?
Sounds good.
Thanks for your help on this. Here are the credits as promised. I'll get this to Zeron when I get back to Kunda.
Assuming, you know, he's telling the truth. There's mines outside our base here. They're friendly. That's good. Then we can go inside here.
Hey, get away from that door. The last...
Okay. what's the deal with this door? Just locked? Yada yada yada. Hey, look, more mines out over here.
What do you want?
Nothing to say for yourself, huh?
Welcome back.
I gotta figure out who I gotta turn some of this stuff into.
Any luck on getting my modulator back from Joran? I don't think anyone here will be able to help me.
I found the thief.
Excellent. How did you deal with Joran?
It wasn't Joran or a salvager.
It has to be someone near their camp, and no one else lives around them. You might be right, but I doubt it.
The salvagers got hit too.
Turning on their own? Typical. That's about all I know. I've never seen the thief clearly. Do you have any idea who it is?
Yeah, it was a young woman scarred by the war.
Really? So it isn't a salvager. Well, the war affected different people different ways. Is she gonna be all right?
Healing is a difficult process.
I guess I had it all wrong. I thought those salvagers were to blame. Look, if you see her again, tell her maybe we can work something out. I need help on my farm. She's already shown she knows something about farming equipment. I know a lot of people that need a second chance right about now. Here's your reward. Fine.
Okay. Yep, the guy that was in here.
Goading the mercenaries. I think he should let the little thing slide.
Let's double check all of this stuff. I don't want to go into that room until I'm sure I've exhausted everything else in here.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess my ego clouded my judgment as to what's best for Kunda.
Yeah, I guess so. Nothing particularly amazing. Might be some stuff that's better than what I've got, but not anything that's what we would call legendary loot. What's going on? Hello. Guess I'll keep you with me for now.
I see you have found the elusive Master Vrook. He's told me that his rescue complicated our situation to some degree. I can't say that I anticipated that. I thank you for finding him, though. Vrook has informed me that the mercenaries devised a plan of attack to annihilate Kunda itself. I must ask for your aid again, Jedi. Zeron says that even with a plan, the mercenaries have to gather their forces, then coordinate their assault. So we still have time. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained for the task that befalls them.
Who knows about the attack?
Right now, just us and the militia. I don't want to create a needless panic. But be assured I will make sure that all civilians are warned in time, so they can get to safety. Though if we lose this battle, nowhere on Dantooine will be safe for settlers for long.
Well, what can I do to help?
Our militia is effective at peacekeeping, but isn't prepared for a full-scale battle. If you can do anything to ready them for the reality of it, that would be helpful. Besides that, look around Kunda and see what you can do to strengthen our defenses. I know that we don't have the perimeter turrets online, and that alone could make a significant difference. Zeron says there is a considerable chance they will breach Kunda itself. Anything you can do to slow them down could turn the tide of battle.
Alright, well, can you give me anything?
I have instructed the militia and other Kunda personnel that you are to be provided with anything that can be spared. Unfortunately, that isn't much.
Alright, well, I'll check out
Here
the
is
defenses.
a MasterCard key that will open all of the
Oh, there we
security
go.
doors inside Kunda. Anything that might aid you in your task, please use. Soon, all the civilians will be evacuated. So if you have any business with them, I suggest you take care of it. Whenever you are ready to finalize the defenses, talk with Zeron.
I was right about you. You are trouble. But you might just be the right sort of trouble we need. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have time to do what you need. Or are you ready to finalize the defense plans?
Any idea what I can do?
We could use people handy with a blaster. Getting people to join the militia for a short stint would be good. We also got a lot of things that could use fixing. It isn't glamorous, but that type of work sometimes makes a load of difference. Just look around. Plenty to be done.
What kind of things need fixing?
Off the top of my head, the 3 turrets outside Kunda are on the blink. They went haywire the other day and wounded some of my men, so we took them offline. The men who were wounded by the turrets are holed up in the med lab. But our medic droid is busted, so they're healing slowly. I've had some men lay traps around Kunda, but nobody here really specializes in demolitions. I'm sure there's some gaps that could be filled. The side security door to Kunda has been malfunctioning as long as I've been here. It may be best to just seal it off lockdown so nobody gets through. We got some broken assault droids that have been collecting dust for the last 5 years. If they were working, it would help a lot with interior defense. If I had it my way, I'd recruit any citizen of Kunda that can hold a blaster. But it's hard to convince peaceful farmers to fight. Maybe die for a cause.
How much time do I have?
I don't know for certain. It could be a day or even a week. Depends on how good Azkul is at organizing his men. I'm guessing not so good.
Alright, well, I will see what I can do.
Come back and we can talk about the final plans to defend Kunda.
You heard what the administrator said. Each of us has to do what they can to aid in the defense of Kunda. See where you can lend a hand. We'll have time to talk more when this is all over.
Do you require anything?
Okay. Okie dokie. Hey, wait a second.
You've been
You're
told
just
to
some
provide
guy.
you with anything you need. We have to keep the news of the mercenaries' plans quiet for now.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along.
See, can I talk him into doing anything? Would you be interested in joining the militia? I think you've mistaken me for a warrior, sentience. My weapons are perfect for defense, but I've survived hardships while not seeking out conflicts. Okay. I thought I might still be able to convince him. Can't open that door still. I thought they gave me access to everything.
We've been told to provide you with anything you need. We have to keep the news of the mercenaries' plans quiet for now to avoid panic.
Turret control station. Let's not do that. Let's hack into the computer. Deactivate turrets. We definitely don't want to do that. Active and set to attack friendlies and hostiles. We only want it to attack hostiles. Okay. Well, that's a good thing. Don't know why someone said it to kill everybody.
Thanks for the help. I plan on going.
How about you join the militia?
Since you're asking me, I suppose I could. I figure I still owe you for helping me with my thief problem. Zeron has asked me several times before to join the militia. I expect he's going to be very pleased.
So it's interesting. We're recruiting these people without actually telling them what's going on.
Salvagers are just thieves and scavengers.
I think I can only
I can't wait until the last of them leaves.
Try to convince named people. Alright, well here's some droids.
I am ready. What's going on?
Let's take a look at the computer first. Droid base security camera. Yep, that's what that looks like. Defense droid status, inactive. Target priority. No active defense droids.
I am listening. What's going on?
Reactivate it. Optimize weaponry, targeting system, shields. Reactivate. Hey, there's a Hydra spanner. A Kiri. Weapon target shields. Cool, 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 cool. Target priority. To defend hostiles. Nope, we're not going to do that. We're going to defend friendlies. Let's put them in patrol mode. Engage automatically when the base is on alert status. Okay. Active and set to defend friendlies pending alert status. Cool. And there's a bunch of injured people in here. Treat his wounds.
Thanks, stranger. I should be back to duty in no time.
You're welcome.
Thanks, stranger.
Yep.
Thanks, stranger.
Yep. I get it.
Thanks, stranger.
You guys you look different, but y'all sound alike.
Something you need of me?
Reactivate it. Reactivate its automated healing subroutines.
I am listening. What's going on?
I don't know how much that's going to matter for what we've got coming, but it's a stuck door. Can
Something
we...
you need of me? Let's go.
No. You have, you had demolitions, right? Yeah, you have demolitions. Guess that door's just stuck then. Let's double check receptionist. Doesn't look like it can convince him to join the militia.
It's getting dangerous to even come to Kunda. I hear the Kinrath are attacking swoop bikes.
Let's go outside and fix these turrets. If there's anything to be fixed. No port, so it must be controlled from inside. Oh, I can sabotage it. Well, let's talk to people
What
out
do you
here.
want?
Join the militia.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not too fond of my job, but it's better than the job I'd have if the Mercs took over. I'll report to Zeron for militia duty.
That's interesting because, again, y'all would think that you'd have a harder time joining. Like, if you haven't joined yet. I found this Hydra spanner and it has your name on it. Where'd you find it? Inside a broken droid. What's your explanation? Guilty of stripping droids and selling their parts, but I have a good reason. Tell me. My brother's second wife is with child. She is ill and requires medical aid. Doctors tell us will not treat her without full payment up front, but he doesn't have money. I need money fast. I'm desperate. You can repay for your crimes by joining the militia. Okay. Well, let's check out. There were people out over here, too. Let's see if we can't just get everybody. Except the shopkeep inside the place. You tarn.
You again.
Join the militia. Too busy to die. Why?
Can't you tell? Yeah.
Okay. We've been over all his dialogue. Oh, okay, we can't convince either one of them. What does this say? Recruiting, you've recruited Akare. Worries that the side security door will be easily breached. Planting more traps. Desperate for any aid you can give her. I can try setting up some traps, I suppose. And check out these side doors. See if we can't lock them down.
Something you need of me?
Bowder, I'm looking at you. For both of those, really. Relatively easy to hack open, but you'll never get close to it again. Get it too close. You'd never get it too close. Security would be compromised. Repair, lock down the door. Nobody should be able to open it again. Let's put down some frag mines.
Set and activated. Set and
just go down the middle here.
Set and activated.
I've got a bunch of these minor frag mines, so might as well get rid of all the ones we can. We might as well do some on either side, I should say.
Set and activated. Set and activated. Set and activated.
The west minefield has enough mines now. That didn't come up for the other side, did it?
I am listening.
Yeah?
I didn't see anything about the east minefield having enough.
Set and activated. Set and activated. Set and activated.
How many do I need out here?
Set and activated. Set
Got a bunch, so maybe it did pop up and I just didn't notice.
Set and activated.
Okay, well. I don't think there's anyone else I can recruit, really. Let's go talk to the scavengers, actually. Let's see if we can get them back here to help defend. Might be kind of a tall ask. A big ask, I should say. And then we'll actually see there's the mercenaries that are out on the field. I wonder if I can mess with them right now.
What? Who is that? You go down. You aren't serious, are you? I'll assume it's a joke.
Well, can't convince her.
I hear you say back again, but it's nice to... I hadn't even thought of that. I know the militia will take just about anyone. I need the credits and would like working with people who'll actually watch your back. Well, I want to think it through, but I think I might just go to Kunda and sign up. Thanks for the idea.
Cool.
Ah, the traveler has returned. So, I have no real desire to...
Jiren says you saved him down there. Next time you should ask for a reward.
Well, I convinced one of them to join. Let's see if we can go mess with these mercenaries over here. And then we'll go back and finalize our plans. Why not? Still out here.
I don't suppose you're here to... What if... Most... A sentient by the name of Azkul. He was...
Yeah, we already met him. Okay, apparently I can't do anything with you guys. That's really interesting.
Can I help you?
So the Mandalorian's gonna be attacking us with the rest? We might as well check out this guy with the speeder as well. He was helping the head over there.
Thanks for helping out the militia.
Well, you know, you could help out the militia some more. Alright, well, it doesn't seem like there's anything else to do. Glad those mines stayed there. Any way I can lock this down, or is it still locked? I kind of accidentally opened a bunch of doors on the other side that didn't have any effect, apparently. Okay. Well, I think we got as much as we can. Double check, Joran. Traps. I mean, I planted several. I planted plenty. I think the only thing left to do is finalize our plans.
Do you require any...
I was right about you.
Actually, let's talk out a couple things. I cleared the Kinrath
you
cave.
did. Here's the credits I told you about. Even with the caves cleared, I imagine the mercenaries are...
Gave Dopak your message.
I don't have anything to say about that. We can talk more later.
What did Dopak have to do with anything?
I was right.
I want to talk about the dead salvagers claim.
I'll tell you what I tell all those grubby salvagers. No body, no claim. I'm no longer even looking at wills or credit notes. And if you think that's gruesome, then go space yourself.
Here's the bodies. I'm just casually carrying them around. One of them had a will.
Let me see the will. I'll be glad to get rid of this claim and get those salvagers out of my headquarters. He left all his possessions to one of the other dead salvagers. Will I ever get rid of that damn Jedi garbage? Guess nobody gets to know. The administrator will have to figure out what happens to them. And until then, the salvagers are gonna...
Luminous beings.
I was right up the mercy.
How much time? What's involved in financing? Done some things around to help with defense.
That's good to hear.
Alright, let's finalize... let's save real quick. Let's do a hard save.
I was right.
Let's finalize the battle plans.
Once we're done with that.
Yep.
Alright. Then we got a lot to do.
Okay. Do we?
Since you are here to bolster Kunda's defense, I will hurry to the mercenary camp and delay their assault however I can.
Just like that, huh?
I imagine that
You're going the wrong way.
Got two goals in this whole thing. Kill me and kill the administrator. The rest of the settlers won't have courage to resist if they succeed.
Go on.
The administrator's locked up in her office tight, which means that the mercs have to go through us and Kunda's defenses. It isn't gonna be easy. I suspect we're gonna have to fight on the inside. They've got 3 entrances they're gonna try and break in. Here's the front door, the security door on the side, and the garage door in back. We got 3 squads of militia. We can assign people to the front, back, or inside. Backside has to guard 2 entrances. The front will have to fight more people, and the inside will have to deal with any that break through. So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed?
The first squad. What can you tell me about the squad?
First squad is most experienced. The only squad that could go blaster to blaster against the mercs. Second squad has a lot of passion, but no experience. Third squad is new and not trained too well, and they may break in combat. They need a good leader to make them effective. So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed?
Let's put the first squad in the back by the garage.
The battles that had the least dying were always led by Jedi. I'm gonna go with what you think. Where do you want the second squad?
Second squad we'll put by the administrator's door.
Alright. Where do you want the third squad, the new recruits?
I'll put them in the front with me. I think.
Fine by me. The last question is, where do you want to go? Either the front or the back. I'll take whichever one you don't. That way both sides have leadership.
So I'll take the front.
That's what I was thinking too. The main group of mercenaries will be coming through there. Probably be good to put our best soldier there. Once the fighting starts, you gotta stay in your area. We both have to guard our half of the battlefield. Come over to me and the mercs will just charge straight into Kunda. Thanks to you, they're gonna have a tougher job. That's about it. Now we just need to dig in and wait for the mercs to come.
Have you talked to the men?
Well, I'll tell them what's there to do. I'm not much for words.
Yeah, they could definitely use some encouragement.
Alright, I'll assemble the men. I hope you can speak good.
Speak good? Tell them we're doomed. This is their chance to make history. Short history has been a constant tale of rugged people surmounting difficult odds. Never have the odds been so great or the future so uncertain. Today's your chapter, your tale. Generations yet born will look upon the upcoming battle with pride and wonder. Really? Okay. I will not lie, the risks are great, the threat is real, but I would stand beside any one of you proudly as we face our destiny on this field of battle. This is our day, our valiant chance to free Dantooine. Who will fight beside me? Well, they got most of them, it looks like.
That was really something. I think any one of them would take a blaster bolt for you now. Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
Tell me what you see, soldier.
They're mobilizing the militia. Looks like a lot of activity down there.
They've been warned. It won't be of any use. The plan doesn't change. Captains, prepare your men. Their leader, Administrator Tarina, must not survive the battle. Everything else is secondary to that objective.
Yeah, I don't know that we needed to see their viewpoint on that. Look, they all got the same mask as Disciple. Pew, pew. And then watch as they run directly into the mines. I'm pretty happy with that one. It's kind of just let them run into the mines. Got a number of them with that. Okay. Maybe we should have mined up that bridge, or even just blown up the bridge. Can always rebuild it. Audio on that is still really loud. Oh wait, who? Louder! Oh, look at how good, how light side I am. Yeah. Regenerate force better. Yeah, I didn't even realize that they were even getting hit. You're outnumbered, buddy.
Too many soldiers. Fall back inside.
Well, you guys did. I felt like I still had a lot left.
So you're the Jedi. I take it you are responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle. Stand aside. Our quarrel is with a distinguished administrator. This isn't your problem.
You don't want to fight, throw down your weapons.
Is that supposed to convince me, Jedi?
Ah.
I was trained by the Sith. My unit killed many Jedi.
Ah.
I'll give you one last chance. Leave the administrator to her fate.
No.
Then you've allied with these flaming settlers. The galaxy doesn't tolerate weakness.
You might have missed the 3 robots right behind you.
Your tricks won't work on me. You're just another dead Jedi to me.
I didn't sign on for this cold-blooded slaughter, Azkul.
I was wondering when you would betray me, Dopak. I'll send your final wages to your children, along with a detonator.
Sorry I was held up, but it looks like I've arrived in time to pull you out of your predicament.
Sure.
Kill them all.
Where'd you come from? So he's on our side now, huh? Looks like none of his mercenaries came over with him. Interesting. Okay, so we convinced 2 of them and him. Okay. Might not work on you, but it sure as hell works on all of them. Jeez. Quite the swarm we have going on there. He died, I didn't even notice him die.
Thank you so much for your aid. You can be sure that Dantooine will not forget how the Jedi protected us from this place.
Put your lightsaber away, Vrook. Happy to help.
We are a humble community, and this conflict has greatly diminished our resources. I hope this reward will be sufficient.
Sure. Nah, you can keep them.
I am humbled by your generosity. I will put this to good use. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do.
Last stand.
Dantooine will be slow to rebuild, but I am confident now that we will one day achieve prosperity.
Kunda is safe in no small part due to you. I feel certain that the Administrator wouldn't have made it without your assistance. I may have misjudged you. In any case, I am free to talk about whatever you wish.
Where are all the Jedi?
There are a few of us left, but I do not even know if the others still live. We may be the last. We've been forced to divide our forces and retreat to places which will be difficult for our enemies to detect and attack.
Okay, where are the others?
We have chosen to hide our presences from each other, so that the discovery of one will not endanger the others.
How do you contact each other?
We cannot. And we have resolved not to until we have found where the Sith are striking from. But even as our numbers thin, there is still no trace of them. We had hoped to outmaneuver them. By letting them believe themselves victorious, we thought they would become bold and step from the shadows.
And then?
Then, all of us who remained vowed to meet here on Dantooine. From here, we can plan a course of action and carry the battle to them. But so far, they remain in hiding, and Jedi continue to vanish and die. Do you have more questions for me?
Yes, I do. Why did you cut me off from the Force?
We did nothing to you. Accuse us if you will, but it will not change the truth. Cutting one off from the Force. Such punishments are reserved for only a few. Although it was within our power, we did not inflict such a loss upon you. Your loss was a casualty of war, no more.
So what happened to me?
Perhaps that is a question you should ask yourself. It is not something I could help you with, even if I wanted to.
Yeah, so my connection come back.
Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel such from you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council Judgment Chamber on Coruscant so long ago. Still, you and your connections were often a subject of debate in the Council. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others, has caused the Force to stir within you again. You have more questions for me?
Why did you cast me out of the Order?
Because you defied the Council and followed Revan to war. And from that war came another. Do you know how many worlds were destroyed in those wars? Dantooine, Telos, Sirocco? Do you see now why we counseled caution instead of action? You were the only one to come back and face judgment. But that was because you had lost your connection to the Force. Another casualty of war. No doubt you still blame us for your exile. I had hoped your isolation would give you time to reflect on what had happened, what you had done. But I see it as not. You have more questions for me?
Okay. You said something had happened to me. What was it?
You have seen the end of your trial. Perhaps you would like to explain how you came to this knowledge.
What business is of yours? I heard in a holo transaction.
That was intended only for the Jedi Council. If what remains of the Council chooses to tell you, then I will abide by their decision and its consequences.
Don't I have the right to know?
There is little I can tell you. Master Kavar felt something had happened to you in the war, but all he had was suspicions, not truths. And Kavar was too close to you in any event. He, too, felt the call of war and took to battle more than a Jedi should. His speculations would not help you now, but enough of this. It is knowledge for the Council alone until they choose to reveal it. You have more questions for me?
What do you know about Force bonds?
Force bonds? Yes. It is the bond that grows between master and student. Are you saying you have bonded with another?
Kinda. It's lethal.
Such bonds normally grant strength to both, but not to such a degree. Are you certain? Perhaps it is merely what you believe. Still, your ability to form such connections, to influence others, was always a subject of discussion, even when you were a student here. Perhaps it is a punishment of a sort. But a bond that ties two lives together, such bonds do not seem natural to me. And with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems such a connection would be impossible. Perhaps it is Dantooine. Still, it is...
We already went through all that. I think we got through pretty much everything else. The Sith have revealed themselves.
Have they? I've seen no evidence of them upon Dantooine. Only murderers and raiders.
They exist. They have already attacked me.
Why would they attack you? You are no Jedi. You cannot feel the Force.
I already told you I do. I have reestablished my connection to the Force.
Perhaps it is dead still.
Nope, we already went over that. Nevertheless, they are hunting for me.
For some reason, I believe you. Still, I am curious as to how they would know to find you. Your trial was not public knowledge. Regardless, these Sith have struck, and you survived. This is more knowledge than I had before. And that means the Jedi may gather. If you can find others, or find some trace of the Sith threat, then we shall gather here on Dantooine. And from there we may decide what can be done. You have more questions for me?
Nope.
I suppose there is something I should show you. That will keep you alive long enough to prove useful. I'm only going to demonstrate this once. This is the Sheen form, a defensive stance that's good when you're outnumbered, which is most of the time. This form will increase your ability to deflect blaster fire, and it increases the odds of dealing critical strikes against your attackers. I don't know how you learned that so quickly. Still, your form is sloppy. Keep practicing to tighten it up and you'll be fine.
Okay. Focusing lens fixture. Oh my gosh! You!
Yes, General? Let me see what you have. That's everything. Now all you need...
What kind of lightsaber do you want to create? Let's do it double-bladed. What color focusing crystal? Let's do blue. Oh, an elegant weapon. Oh! Oh! Oh, snap! Snappa, snappa, snappa. Oh, look, there's bodies all over the floor here. Where were we? Okay, so this is the entrance. Let's go through and talk to everybody.
Return to my farm.
They say the Jedi saved us from the mercenaries. And get.
I saw you fighting the mercenaries just a minute.
It's you, the hero of Kunda.
Yeah?
I heard what you did for us. Thank you.
I saw you fighting the mercenaries. Just amazing.
It was pretty brave of you to stand up to Azkul like that. Your resolve made me finally take action against him.
Thanks for joining. Your aid made all the difference.
I'm happy to hear that. I really am. Thanks again, and good luck to you.
No further, like, hey, so are you good now? Are you a good guy?
Thanks again, and good luck to you.
You gonna be evil still. There's all these private rooms you just can't go into, apparently. Stuck closed. Ooh, hello. Let's upgrade this. We got all sorts of slots in here. So without this, we do 2 to 24, critical 20/20. So that means, so the critical 20-20 means that we have basically a D20 and we have to hit 20. We have to have a 20-sided dice that goes from 1 to 20, and we have to roll 20 in order to get it. And this adds a light side damage bonus, a attack modifier, dexterity, strength, wisdom. Adds physical damage, adds droid damage and attack power, 1 damage and 1 power. Constitution and sonic damage. So 1d6. So an extra 1 to 6 damage. Extra 1 damage. Let's do that. And then we have lenses. Attack modifier -1, defense bonus -1, damage bonus 1 to 8. Attack modifier +1, blaster bolt deflection +2. Damage bonus 1 to 12. Let's do that. Defense bonus 2, and blaster bolt deflection -2, damage bonus 2. This one stuns. And takes 1 from my defense. That's fine. 1 ion damage, 1 to 8 extra ion damage against droids, 1 to 3 massive criticals, 1 to 4 electrical damage. Well, let's do that one. So now, lightsaber does 3 to 36 damage, 1 to 8 extra versus droid, +1 light side. So is that just +1 due to being light side? 1 to 6 physical, +1 ion. Critical threat is 20 to 22, +1 to 3. So is that extra critical damage? On hits, a 25% chance to stun for 6 seconds. Attack modifier +1, defense bonus -1, dexterity +2, strength +1, wisdom +3. So, lots of things going on with that. We can... okay. We might have to sell off a lot of that stuff. How cool is that, though? Sure. Glad I finally got a weapon. Finally got my lightsaber.
I saw you fighting the mercenaries. Just amazing. I saw you fighting the mercenaries.
Thanks for your help with the mercenary.
Cool.
You are always welcome here, Jedi.
Okay.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess
Yeah.
my ego clouded my judgment.
Where'd this guy go? Did he die? Did he retreat with all the non-militia? Is that what we're supposed to take away from that?
I saw you fighting the mercenaries. Just amazing. I wish I were a Jedi too.
I know. It's pretty sweet. Okay. Well, nobody really has that much to say. Did we talk? Oh,
They
you're
say
just
the
a
Jedi
settler.
saved us.
I'll be glad to return to my farm.
Hello, lady.
That was some intense fighting. I'm glad we both made it through.
Let's see. Any kind of... Nope. Well, we didn't see the Mandalorians. He's still alive? Okay, well, I think that's really all we can do here. It's Jedi. Let's, droid chassis and droid processor. Prototype shield unit from the Athorian docking bay. Oh, that's back on... that's back on... Tilo Station, whatever it's called. Hello! Some more HK droids.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities.
Interesting. I definitely feel like, it added a bunch of these guys in. Jeez. Holy cow.
Defend yourself!
These guys hit hard. They hit so hard, I don't have a chance to do anything about it. Mobility. How hard these guys hit. I get one volley off before I have to recast the shields.
You ain't that.
I don't know how much of a difference that's gonna make. Jeez.
Unnecessary.
Dang it. You are not even telling me what kind of grenade that is. No, cancel those. Throw some ion grenades. There we go. Whew. That was rough. I don't... Okay. Let's go ahead and level these guys up. Yes, you too. Oh, then +2. Oh, we finally maxed out. It looks like on that stealth. See, it's half of what everything else can be. Let's go ahead and do 2 weapon. Let's give you... Droid processor.
Something you need of me?
Is that the last thing we needed for the HK? Droid processor and a chassis. I'm pretty sure I have the chassis. So we can maybe go reactivate HK-47.
You're one of those cursed soldiers that tore up Kunda. Now I have to fix everything you busted.
Shut up. Okay. Let's see if I can fix HK-47. He might have some idea what's actually going on here. What? Oh man, I remember her. We were introduced to her a long time ago. She was sent here by the guy in the mask, who's on the front cover of this game. Who are you? I guess it's a good thing I got my lightsaber. Well, I guess let's just do this. Whoa! What? Why am I blue?
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it.
Take that!
I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
Just like that, huh? Arise, but do not attack me again.
Kill me. I beg you. It was not my wish to challenge you. And I must pay the price.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill you, I guess. I don't have that option.
Nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
Miraluka, huh?
Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you'd go about killing one. It'd be tricky.
How do you go about killing one?
Just mentioning it, she looks like she's suffered enough wounds already, even after the beating you gave her.
Well, she's rare, rare, like a trading card.
I heard they had a colony on the Mid-Rim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Well, it was a planet of her people. If they see through the Force, who knows? If they're all Force sensitive, maybe they all saw something through the Force that we can't see, and they left before it happened. Or maybe it killed them.
So they see through the Force.
They claim to see on a higher plane than we do. You know, the whole Force thing makes me nervous.
Okay,
Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you'd go about...
okay, is she gonna be alright?
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
Let me know if her condition changes. Hi.
You spared her.
You look good with that mask on. I could trust her more than I trust you. I don't believe in killing prisoners or the wounded.
I did not believe you would. I am more concerned about what she will do when she recovers. Just be careful. Not everyone can be saved.
So we got a short lightsaber. Influence gained with Visas and Disciple. Interesting. Shoot. There's Disciple. I thought Visas would be in there. Okay. Well, I guess we'll, repair him like I was planning to do, and then we'll try to go talk to Visa, see if we can wake her up or something. Install the processor. Repair the chassis with the one you have. Low hum, unadulterated violence. Sounds of circuit sparking, restoring power through the droid systems.
Diagnostic. HK-47 activated.
Hey.
Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude.
Okay. Well, do you know why you were in our storage?
Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar.
Why are you afraid of him?
Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task.
Okay.
Answer. If by okay, you mean the loss of almost all my existing assassination protocols, then no, I am not okay. Furthermore, I seem to have no discretionary control over my vocabulator, causing me to reveal my true function as an assassin droid of unrivaled sophistication.
Yeah, you look. There's a series of droids that have been attacking me.
Answer. Oh,
that look like
impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable.
At least 4 other now defunct versions of you in this galaxy. I think I've killed 10, actually.
Statement. Master, I must inform you that your attempts at humor are wasted on a droid such as I. As I have expressed, I am unique.
I believe I killed 1 on Paragus, 3 on Telos, that shot me down, 3 going into the Jedi Enclave, and 3 going to my ship there at the end. So there's a series of HK-50 units sharing your model and function that we've encountered on multiple occasions.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation.
You alright?
Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Why, I am fine. Statement. I mean, I've only just been reactivated, only to find that there are substandard duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name. But if they are in fact hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being.
You're an assassin droid.
Recitation. Yes, as I said, I am an assassin droid. It is my primary function to burn holes through meat bags that you wish removed from the galaxy, Master. Oh, how I hate that term.
Meatbag.
Answer. No, Master. I said it again.
Get used to it?
Answer. Yes, Master.
You're not killing anyone unless in self-defense, and even then I don't want you acting without my orders.
Answer. Yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve.
Join party, few remaining assassin protocols, blasters and rifles. Oh, where'd he go? Why'd you...
Statement. Master, I must express some degree of concern. As I have studied your actions, looking for potential vulnerabilities to exploit, I have found several.
Oh really? Vulnerabilities, huh?
Statement. You seem disposed to helping others, not harming them, as I have come to expect and anticipate from organic meat bags across the galaxy.
Yeah, mercy and charity aren't weaknesses.
Statement. Oh, Master, please, of course they are. Any time you inconvenience or jeopardize yourself for another, it is a vulnerability. In any event, I feel compelled to point out that your self-destructive path of pacifism and sacrifice will only lead to your doom. That may be a trifle melodramatic, but frankly, it is something that all Jedi should hear. And I have been rehearsing the speech for some time.
So why are you studying me?
Statement. Master, it is nothing personal, but professional pride dictates that I keep a running tally on any potential weaknesses in my masters. And of course, the weaknesses of any other sentient meatbags, droids, or other targets who are in service to my master.
Yeah, that didn't really answer my question.
Hypothetical. Master, it is entirely possible that one day you may no longer be my master, and that my new master might get jealous of our prior relationship. It has happened before. As a result, I have a responsibility to know your weaknesses should I be required to assassinate you.
Oh, that's charming. Alright.
Statement. You wish to conduct an interrogation? Very well. Proceed.
Interrogation.
Statement. Oh, yes, Master. Pain is really the only reliable means by which truth may be obtained. Or so I choose to believe.
Yeah, it's not an interrogation, I just want to ask
Statement.
questions.
Very well, Master. But if you wish to be brutal and vicious about it, know that I am trained for such things. Do your worst.
Alright. I mean, I will ask questions without torturing you.
Statement. Master, I am no behavior droid, but it is obvious to me that you have serious ethical problems that will need to be treated at some point. Very well. Ask your questions. If you feel the need to make it an interrogation, however, do not restrain yourself. I would be saddened if you held back.
Okay, well, let's talk about the other HK
Statement.
units.
Ah, yes. Them. Very well. What did you wish to know?
Do you know where the clones are being created?
Answer. Master, I do not know. I have tried in vain to find it, but so far the location of the factory churning out these copies has eluded me.
Okay, how did this happen?
Statement. I have no idea, Master.
That sounded like a malfunction.
Statement. Oh no, Master, surely you are mistaken. I would never malfunction in such a way on purpose.
Sure you don't know where they are striking from?
Prompt. Do you understand me? I have no idea. It certainly isn't a matter of it being locked in my memory core and being unable to communicate it to others.
Really? How would it come out if it was locked in your memory card?
Answer. I fear that any such information that exists would only come out when a certain sequence of events takes place. That is why I am eager to encounter more of these clones in the hopes that something clicks that allows me to finally pull the trigger.
Is it gonna turn out I'm actually Revan again?
Statement. What of them?
Why do you need me?
Statement. Master, there are two reasons for this. One, the probability of them showing up around you is statistically high. If I travel with you, then my chances of encountering these clones is also high. The second reason is a little more complicated. You see, even though those clones are obviously cheap, artless imitations of me, well, they are still me.
What are you talking about?
Answer. Somehow these droids are built from my schematics. This causes certain complications.
Yeah, it doesn't really explain why you need me.
Answer. Because of my self-preservation program, my behavior core recognizes these templates as still being me, despite their individuality. I could no more shoot them than I could shoot myself. It is a frustrating situation that has been looping through my behavior core for some time.
Well, can you tell me more?
Statement.
Do you know why they're hunting me?
Answer. Well, Master, it seems you have become a popular individual in the galaxy. This is somewhat surprising to me, since this dissemination of information could not have been caused by your actions alone.
What do you mean?
Statement. Master, there is mention of you specifically in the Coreward databases, even in public terminals on Coruscant. Observation. I was led to believe that this information concerning Jedi was not for public consumption, yet somehow it has been made known to them.
Oh, yeah, why would somebody do that?
Conclusion. Someone wants everyone to know that you exist, Master, and that you are back in Republic space. If I did not know better, which is computationally impossible, I believe that someone wants to make you a target, and they are succeeding admirably.
Yeah, who?
Answer. Master, my feeling would be the exchange. But that doesn't seem to be enough to answer the question, however.
How'd they find out in the first
Why wouldn't
place?
they have simply kept the information to themselves? Such an answer does not address the central question. And that is, why someone would choose to broadcast your location all over the known galaxy. Theory. My suspicion is that someone is using you as bait for a larger target, who is unknown at this time.
Okay.
Statement.
Why are they masquerading as protocol droids?
Answer. Master, as part of my original programming, I am able to communicate in over 600 languages. This usually amounted to short verbal warnings when killing non-basic speaking targets, which gave me some small measure of satisfaction.
A good portion of your programming was adapted from protocol subroutines.
Answer. Yes. I believe my original master needed this functionality in order to recover information from various indigenous tribes across the galaxy, but I know little else than that.
You don't remember, Evan?
That translation capability allowed these copies of myself to assume the role of protocol and translation droids in much of known space. That is, of course, not their primary function. And while they are attempting to pass themselves off as translation droids, their primary functionality keeps rising to the forefront.
What do you mean?
Recitation. For example, on Praven Prime, the simple transferring of Elzing syntax for friendship changes its meaning and implies that one's broodmate was actually impregnated by their own host.
If that was spoken aloud, then it would explain much. Is that what happened?
Confirmation. Oh, truly, you can imagine the results. Statement. This comment, of course, caused a civil war between the Guvandi Collective and Elzing that still persists to the current date.
Do any of these incidents have wider repercussions?
Answer. Yes, Master. Such incidents often spread outwards from their point of origin, much like an echo.
I guess, why did you say that just now?
Query. What do you mean, Master?
That's kind of a good question. Oh, the echo. Why did you say that?
Answer. It is something I heard a previous master say before, I believe, but I cannot recall the context. Still, somehow it seemed applicable to this situation. Odd.
Okay, what repercussions did Praven Prime have?
Answer. In the case of Praven Prime, the Civil War actually forced the Republic to back out of Guvandi space and let their world fall from Republic control. As I understand it, that would be best. Keeping such a world would have been a token gesture of control. As an added burden, the resources needed to invest in diplomatic and trade relations would have far outweighed what would have been required. Besides, Master, quite frankly, the Guvandi and Elzing needed a good war. They were races that relied more on words than actions, and a good brisk killing woke them from their torpid state. Also, the result of the war will be that the drastically reduced Elzing population will eventually need to call upon the Republic for emergency relief.
So that's a good thing?
Answer. The Republic stands to gain. The Republic will be able to supply such emergency relief at a fraction of the cost to the now reduced population. Of course, such aid would only come 4 or 5 years after the war was started. One would have to be patient and let death and destruction run its course.
Jeez. Okay.
Answer. Master, being a meatbag, your answer does not surprise me. You see, part of the reason an assassin
Did I accidentally
droid is so
select
effective
something?
is because it is a droid. Meatbags tend not to notice us. We are treated as furnishings.
That was a question, not an answer.
Statement. Oh, do shut up, you beeping little trash compactor. Anyway, as I was saying, droids tend to blend into the background, like a bench or a card table. Mockery. Droid, fetch this. Droid, translate that. Droid, clean out the trash compactor.
Typical droid duties, but doesn't mean they should be treated as furniture.
Part of the love of my function comes when the furnishings pull out Tabana-powered rifles and point them at the owner's heads. My identity as an assassin droid was unknown for quite some time, even during the recent events when all that trouble occurred amongst the Jedi. I'm sure you've already heard more than enough about it, so I will spare you the details.
Okay, tell me.
Statement. This story may be somewhat unfamiliar to you, if not to history, so bear with me. There is a faction of meatbags called the Sith. They want what any rational meatbag would want, the power to assassinate anyone they choose at any time. In a startling turn of events, the Sith declared war on the Republic. The Republic wasn't going to stand for it, so they went to war right back.
Okay, so why did the Sith go to war?
Answer. Oh, who knows, Master? It is evident that the Sith would very much like to assassinate all the Jedi, which is somewhat the equivalent of cultural suicide since some Sith are Jedi or were Jedi. It is much like the circumstance I find myself in now. How do you kill such an integral part of yourself over such ethical differences? The answer, of course, is that you keep firing until all dissension has been eradicated.
The answer, my friend. Okay, so how do the HK droids corrupt their protocol programming?
Recitation. For example, on Praven Prime, the simple
If that was spoken...
Confirmation. Statement.
Okay,
Statement.
why are they starting to reveal themselves now?
Answer. I do not know why these clones chose now to start revealing themselves. Theory. I can only assume that some critical moment is approaching where stealth and subtlety is no longer required. Not that those Durasteel-plated knockoffs know anything of stealth or subtlety. Observation. It is clear, however, that they have been placed throughout the galaxy at critical junctures, both in the Republic fleet and in neutral worlds, and they seem to be looking for Jedi.
Okay.
Statement.
You do sound pretty disgusted by the duplicates.
My feelings on the matter are something that I feel I must put in proper context, in a way that even a meatbag such as yourself could easily comprehend.
Oh, thanks.
Theory. Imagine, if you will, that you are unique, the pinnacle of an exiled, cast-out Jedi who can't even use the Force. Imagine that no one has sunk lower than you, that you are truly the most miserable example of a Jedi ever.
I get it.
Continuation. Now that you have that image, imagine this. Someone clones you. Badly, I might add. They make the clones talk differently, rob you of any shred of personality, and take your Jedi code and adjust it, so that it is not really the Jedi code anymore. They even change your pigmentation to a rather poor shade of Durasteel, rather than the proper rusty red that inspires fear in targets. And of course, they refer to meatbags as organics. Unacceptable.
They don't seem to... that explains your anger.
Clarification. anger would be an understatement for the heat that builds up in my behavior core when these cheap imitations make their presence felt throughout the galaxy. Statement. Part of the indignity of all these copies is that they impair my ability to perform my function. The more people throughout the galaxy recognize me as an illegal assassination device, the more difficulty I will have in carrying out my mission.
Jesus.
Statement.
Okay, so we're actually, shoot. I'm gonna call it quits there. Looks like I could spend another almost half an hour just talking to him. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna call it quits. I actually intended to get off an hour ago, but, stuff happens. Whew, alright, so, like I said, call it quits. Check me out on YouTube. I am keeping a backlog of all these, an archive of all these over there. If you're on YouTube, it's NegPrimer both on Twitch and on YouTube. And if you go to Twitch, subscribe, it'll let you know when I'm going live. It's been most nights, sometime between 7 and 9 Western, but or Pacific. But not every night. Like I said, it's been a couple days. But alright, call it quits there. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next stream.